Alright folks, grab your shovels, flashlights, and maybe a hard hat, because today we're digging deep, literally. We're heading underground to meet the top 10 creatures that have taken the concept of home sweet home to the darkest, deepest corners of the earth. You won't believe who's living beneath your feet, and how far they're willing to go to stay out of the sun. Number 10. Digger Wasp. Our first contestant, the digger wasp, could give any real estate agent a run for their money. This bug burrows a cozy little home 3 feet underground, throws in a gourmet snack for its larvae, often a paralyzed spider, and then seals the door. No rent, no utilities, just a one-time payment of creepy snacks. Not too deep, but definitely a planner. And you thought human parenting was hard. Number 9. Golden Mole. Next up, meet the golden mole, a glittering underground sensation with all the charm of a ninja mole and none of the modesty of a humble earthworm. This tiny sand swimmer digs its way through soft soil up to 5 feet deep, using its sleek, shiny fur like a mole torpedo. It's a life lived beneath the surface, and let's be honest, who wouldn't want to avoid the sun when you're rocking that kind of fabulous fur coat? Number 8. Earthworms. The unsung hero of the underground, the earthworm, is like the janitor who quietly keeps everything running smoothly. They dig tunnels up to 6.5 feet deep, turning the soil over and enriching it with nutrients. Without them, your backyard would be a hot mess. Sure, they might not be glamorous, but somebody has to keep the underground in tip-top shape, and they do it all without so much as a thank you. Worms, we salute you. Number 7. Naked Mole Rat. Ah yes, the naked mole rat, the most awkwardly fabulous mammal of all time. Picture this: wrinkly skin, buck teeth, and the social structure of a royal court. They burrow up to 9 feet underground and, somehow, defy both aging and suffocation. They thrive in low-oxygen environments like some sort of underground, wrinkled vampires, but with far less flair and much more teamwork. These little guys prove that beauty may be skin deep, but survival is all about attitude. Number 6. Burrowing Owl. Who says owls only belong in trees? Not the burrowing owl. This ground-dwelling bird is the ultimate opportunist, taking over old rodent burrows up to 10 feet underground. They spend their days looking adorable, perched on the ground, but at night, they retreat to their cozy underground homes. It's like a reverse penthouse, ground floor luxury, with beetles delivered right to your door. Fancy that. Number 5. Ants. Ants. You've seen M, you've probably cursed M, but did you know these tiny architects are building cities underground? Some ant colonies, like the industrious leafcutter ants, extend over 13 feet deep, with complex tunnels, nurseries, food storage, and yes, even garbage dumps. It's like an underground metropolis, and while they might not pay taxes, they sure know how to keep things organized. Call it Atlantis, the lost city under your lawn. Number 4. Sicilian. Ever seen a creature that looks like a cross between a snake and a giant worm? That's the Sicilian. These mysterious, legless amphibians dig down to depths of 20 feet and live a life so secretive, even their neighbors don't know they exist. They don't need eyes, who needs them underground, and they navigate using tentacles like a futuristic sci-fi character. Basically, they're the underground kings no one ever sees, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Number 3. Hellbender. Enter the Hellbender, the largest, and perhaps weirdest, salamander you'll ever encounter. It lives in riverbeds over 100 feet deep, hiding under rocks like an aquatic hermit. With a name like Hellbender, you'd expect a fire-breathing monster, but this giant amphibian is more of a slippery, waterlogged introvert. They're masters of deep hiding spots, making the underground rivers their own personal getaway from the chaos of the surface. Number 2. Blind Cavefish. Swimming into second place is the blind cavefish, a creature that's basically given up on the concept of eyes. Why bother with all that pesky sunlight when you can live in total darkness, navigating by sense alone? Found in underwater cave systems over 100 feet deep, these fish are like the cool kids of the underground. Eyes are so last season, it's all about feeling your way through the pitch-black caverns like an expert spelunker. Number 1. Texas Blind Salamander. and taking the crown for the deepest dwelling creature is the Texas Blind Salamander. These spooky, ghostly amphibians hang out over 150 feet below the surface in water-filled caves that would make even the boldest adventurer hesitate. With no eyes, pale skin, and a reliance on touch and chemical signals to navigate their dark, watery world, they are the ultimate deep dwellers. If there were an underworld royalty, this salamander would be sitting on the throne, possibly snacking on tiny cave critters. And there you have it, our tour of the ultimate subterranean superstars. From wrinkly mole rats to ghostly salamanders, these creatures have mastered life in the depths like pros. So, the next time you're strolling across your backyard or splashing in a river, remember, there's a whole hidden world happening right under your feet, and it's far more fascinating than you might think. Now, who's ready to start digging for their new underground neighbors?